Guys, this is Maduba John from MJC Designs. Welcome to today's video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how to create title block, place drawings on layouts and publish drawings using Archicad. It's important not to skip because you might be skipping the very important information. So if you're new here, kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification button so you don't miss videos like this. Now let's get started, guys. So some of us, we create a title block on this 2D platform, which is totally wrong. And some of us, what we usually do is we go ahead and copy. We do something like this, and then we paste. We paste into our title block, right? And then we paste into our title block, and then probably the next thing we do is to scale the title block. Okay, we go ahead and try to scale title block like so. Just so we can have something like this, which is totally wrong. Because it's like you're just doing, you're making life difficult for yourself. So what you should do, the thing is that when you make any adjustment on your job here, right here, when you make any adjustment on your job, right, it will not reflect on this because this has been converted to line and fills. So you have to go back to your elevation and copy again. You see, you just go ahead and do double work. What if you have a lot of elevation sections? All you have to do is go back and copy and reflect everything again, which is totally wrong. So the thing you do is go to this, okay, this place right here, which is called layout book. This is your layout. We have different options: A4 portrait, A3 landscape, A2, A1. So what we usually use right here is A3. We are going to click here, and this is called master layout. This is where you will be able to create or edit the layout which was given. This is the layout which was given, title block which was given to us by Archicad. Okay, so you can see they have the title block right there, but right here in my country we usually put our info box at the bottom here. So what you do is just delete this, okay, and just delete everything that is right here. If you have an existing title block that you would wish to impute, all you need to do is just delete this for now, copy it, okay, make sure it is line. You can go to your AutoCAD, import it, okay, import it, merge it normally, and copy it. It must be lines, okay, so that you should be able to edit it. All right, and then you copy, Ctrl+C on your keyboard. You go to your layout, go to your master layout, which is the one you want to use, which is A3, and then you paste, Ctrl+V on your keyboard. Okay, then this is it right here. As you can see, it is fitted. You just in case you copied and it's bigger than what you have. For instance, let me put it here. It is bigger or smaller than what you have, right? I'm going to increase it right now. I'm going to increase it now to show you how, for an illustration. For instance, we copy and it is quite big. or small. So let's say it is big, it's as big as this, and you must make it fit into this. All right, you must make it fit into this. So what you do is pick it, copy, okay, Control D, move this to this edge right here, okay, move it to the edge right there, that edge right there. Even if it is small or big, I'm going to also illustrate when it is small. If it is big, you move it to the edge, okay, then make sure it is selected, everything is selected, then you click this resize, okay, and press OK, and then you click this point, okay, this point, and you drag to this original point. As you can see, everything would fit in, okay. If, for instance, your lines are not totally at the point, let's say they are something like this. Okay, I'm going to make this a different color so that you can see it properly. Let's say you scaled and you have something like this. All you need to do is just adjust your lines to fit to this point, okay, to fit to this point. By you ungroup it first so that it can fit. Just fit them one by one, or anyhow you understand how to fit them. Make sure they are fitted right on that, on the blue lines you can see, okay. Now that's for that, for the big size. So for instance, let's say you have a smaller size. I'm going to rescale this just in case it is small. I'm going to rescale this. I'm going to reduce it. Let's say you copied your title block, that your existing title block, and it is small or smaller. All you need to do is copy to the edge, which is move to the edge rather. Okay, and then you scale it over again. Click and click OK. You pick this point, pick the point of your title block and drag it to the original position here. Okay, as you can see, I didn't pick the actual point, but that's basically how to go about it. You pick the right point, okay, pick the right point just like so. I can rescale again since it's not at the original point. Resize, pick this point and rescale to this point. Okay, now that's fine. Okay, this is for those that has a title block already. Just in case you have a title block you want to maintain, you don't want to go about drawing another title block, you can go out, you go to your AutoCAD or whatever, wherever you created it, copy it, make sure it is line, it came as lines, okay, came as line, not picture or whatever, so that it will be very clear. Okay, so this is it. And your text might also be there. Your text might also not be there. So you can always, in case you don't have text on it, you can always have your text here. Create a text, and you can type your consultant, just like so. Okay, drag it to the rightful position. Give it your boldness, the type of font you want, and so like so, the same thing. Okay, and then you write your company's name and address, client name and address, normal title, text, same thing here, and whatever you have right here, title and all that. So I'm going to show you something very, very important, which is like the title and scale. So you don't have to title and scale. You don't have to, this one right here, it's important you have it. You put the name, whatever name, I'm just going to type name. Okay, and I'm going to type name also here, client name. um the address. Okay, address, whatever address you have to put. Okay, and then here is title. Okay, title. Now instead of typing the title from here, you don't have to go about typing titles over and over again when you have put your joins. The join you have should have the title. Okay, so when you place the join, right, the title will automatically come here, and I'm going to show you how to do that, how to activate that, and also I'm going to also show you how to activate the scale. Okay, it is important you have scale here. Okay, your scale, so that when you import the join, when you place the join on your layout, it should show the scale you have on your layout. Instead of you placing scale, it should show the scale you have on your layout. Okay, and then the number you have to, it will automatically give the number you have on your layout. Okay, now I'm going to place a join now to show you what I mean by all what I've been saying. Okay, so let's go back to our viewport or project map, whichever you work with. I'm just going to go to our viewport. Okay, now as you can see, this viewport, the name is front view. Okay, let's edit it. Let's give it A1. Okay, this is front view. Okay, this is just the number A1 front view. Okay, so I'm going to place this on the layout to show you what I mean. You can right click, save view and place on layout, or what I usually do is go to this show organizer. Okay, make sure this is turn up, this is out, go show organizer, and then go to viewport, right, and go to your layout. Okay, so now before you start placing your joins, these are sublet, these are layout that has been produced by AutoCAD by default, so you don't need it. You have to create yours. You just delete. Okay, delete, because we don't need it. Okay, so we have this left. You can't delete except you have one. You must have at least one of these layouts here. The layout, this is the default layout. You must have at least one default layout. So we are going to change the layout settings. Okay, it is actually on A4, which is why it is showing like so. Okay, so we are going to change the layout setting to the A3 we want. All right, and you give it a name. You give it a name, or instead of giving it a name, just leave it like so, and create. Okay, this is it. Just delete this. I think we have something else here. We create. So as you can see, the title block we have on our A3 master layout is showing here. It's showing as red right now because you can't edit it. You can only edit it when you go to your master layout. Okay, just in case you made mistake, you can only go back to your master layout and edit whatever you have to edit. Okay, then when you come here, what you do is drag this and place. Okay, as you can see, this is our drawing. This is our front view. These are front view, and front view A01 scale is 100, and you can see that normally this front view is supposed to be showing here, which is our title, and this scale is supposed to be showing here. Okay, and our sheet number is supposed to at least show here. Okay, so I'm going to increase this scale right now to something 50 should be bigger. Okay, so now see, what you are going to do is go back to your master layout. All right, now this, we want it to automatically show the title. Now we have text right here. You should have at least the text right here. Then click it, go to insert auto text, and you see, go to join name. Okay, let's use join name. Okay, it's going to show like so. So when you go back to your sheet, you can see when you go back to your layout, which is the layout you can't edit, you can see it has changed to front view automatically without you touching it. So it is also going to repeat itself if you're still going to be using the same layout. The same thing applies here. We are going to do this scale. Go back to your A3, which you're using. Make sure you have a text right there. Just type something, anything, have a text, and highlight it. Go to insert auto, and then original scale. Okay, go to join, say drawing scale, drawing scale, and you add. Okay, now this is it. Going to show here, and we're going to go back to our layout, and you see it has changed to scale 1 to 50, which is perfect. So these names are names that you should edit on your own. It won't give you a name, it won't give you your client name, it won't give you your address. But this right here, you have already assigned it on your view map or project map, whatever you use. And so it should immediately you drag the page, the view into your layout. It should give you your name automatically, and it should give you the scale that you're using automatically. And let's go about trying to see a sheet number. Make sure you have a text. We're going to copy a text, something like so. Make sure you have a text right here. So we have a text right here. You highlight, go to this, and you see, you look for the number, layout number. Let's see if this works for layout number. Okay, and then you go back and see if it changes, which is the sheet number. As you can see, the sheet number is 1, which is why it is giving us 1. Okay, sheet number 1, which is why it is giving us 1, which is the first layout. If you make a copy, of this, let's make a copy, new layout, give it a name. This is A2. We are going to change it to A3. Okay, we are going to, you can see it doesn't have anything yet, but it is sheet 2. Okay, sheet number 2. It doesn't have anything yet, sheet number 2. Okay, so if you go to, maybe this is a right elevation, which I don't know, I don't think I assigned any right elevation yet. Okay, let me assign one. I'm going to just copy this and change the name to right elevation. Okay, and let's make it A2. Okay, so that's it right there, right view. Okay, so let's say I'm going to open the layout, second layout. I'm going to drag and paste right here. Okay, as you can see, we have the right, which was what we can edit it. Right view. Okay, everything has changed, so you don't need to it's very easy. Okay, you can scale, go to the settings, change the scale, so at least you're working with something, you know the scale. This is scale 1 to 50. The other one, if it was actually a very big model, it would have been at least scale 1 to 100. So instead of you working like this without even knowing the scale, you're just fitting it to paper. It is better to work smart and you don't have to waste time. So with this, when you change anything on your on the elevation, for instance, we are going to change this right now. We are going to reduce the width of this. Let me show you what it looks like. Please don't mind, there is a background noise from some of our neighbors upstairs. Please just don't mind the noise. Those children, they're on holiday. So I'm going to show you what this is, the window I want to edit. Okay, I'm going to change the width to 900. Okay, now you can see that I just changed the width to 900. So it's important to work smart. This is more like documenting your drawing. If you had been working like this, you still have to go and copy and paste this elevation again, which is so difficult. So you have to go and copy and paste the elevation. Let's say, for instance, the editing you did is also affecting your right elevation, back elevation. You're still going to do all this over and over again, and it will affect your section, affect everything you have been doing. But here, all you need to do is to go to your layout and it will update itself. Look at it, it's updating itself. That's it right there. The same thing here. Go to your second view. If it was affecting the left, it will update it. Everything will update itself. Okay, so it's important to work very smart. So I'm going to show you guys how to print this right now. Instead of printing, I know what you do. What you do is you go ahead, when you want to print, you start printing like this, one by one, like so. You go to here, save as, do this, all that long process. You start looking for PDF. You start looking for going to option, this, that. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Go back to your layout. Okay, it's as simple as that. Go back to your layout. Now, I told you, make sure this organizer is turned on. Okay, and I'll switch to this layout book and then switch here to publisher set. This is where you publish. Okay, and make sure you delete all this because you don't need it. What you don't need all these things right here. You don't need it. You don't need it. Let's delete all this. In fact, I'm going to delete everything here. Okay, you don't need it. What you need is you're going to copy, just drag this new one you've created. Okay, everything is going to be, this is your sheet. You can rename it. Can name it properly. I don't want to go through those. Can name it. Let's say I'm going to just copy this name, font view, copy, rename it, paste. Okay, so you can see everything is just editing, it's just working, updating itself. Okay, anything you do updates itself. Same thing here, rename, paste. Okay, the update itself like so. Okay, like this. Now I have to still put O2, correct it, A02, not A01. Let me copy this. A01. So you can see now your sheet, by the time you have arranged all your sheets you want to print and you have dragged this and drop it here, you will see everything like so. Everything you have like so. See the format, which is PDF. There are different formats. In case you want to, if you want to convert it to DWG, fine. Select DWG and publish. Okay. Now this is I'm going to show you something. This is merged to one DWG, or if you click this, it will merge to one DWG. Okay, but if you click it, if you uncheck it, it would publish differently. You have the different name. Okay, so if you change this to PDF, the same thing applies. If you merge, it will merge, everything will merge into one, such that you can flip your PDF like a book instead of it publishing as a single page. So it will merge everything together. Okay, now I'm going to go to the publishing properties. Okay, and you can always assign where you want it to publish. Okay, create a array folder, create single folder, create a array folder structure. Let's make sure this is activated. Say browse, locate, and let's create a folder we want it to appear. Let's say container. Okay, now this is container we just created and is on our desktop. You say okay, so it simply means that when you are publishing, the file will go straight to that folder. Then you say okay. All right, so you make sure this is selected, entire set, everything is selected. If you want to just publish one item, you just say select item. With this one, if you select this and publish it, it will publish only that item you selected. Just in case, let's say you have done a big job already and you just want to correct one page. Okay, and on site you just want to see one page and you have corrected it. Instead of you publishing everything entirely, you just click this selected item, click and publish that particular page, and it will publish only that page. The same thing here. If you say entire set, in case you want to publish the entire drawing. Okay, so that's pretty much how to go about it. And then when you select this, the folder itself, this option will appear where it will show you merge to one PDF file, or if you uncheck it, it would publish individually, like one by one, and making cluster of itself. So it's important to click the merge and publish. It will automatically publish itself. Okay, it will automatically publish itself, and it's done. Close. You go to your folder where you have it. Okay, and your desktop container, and that's the container tutorial stuff, which is the name. we have right there. Okay, and when you open, you will see that this is your stuff, everything you have done so neat. Like so, you can flip like so. Okay, and then when you, let's try the select stuff, click this publish, it will publish that particular stuff you selected. Okay, it's as simple as that. So you can see, just publish the one file you selected. And so, for instance, you don't want to publish in colored. This is because our drawing is in colored and you don't want to publish in colored. What you need to do is go to the settings, PDF settings, document option. Okay, document option right here, and this is color. You just go to black and white and select. Okay, go to document option, black and white, and okay. All right, it's as simple as that. Then you say publish again. Desktop container. As you can see, we have it in black and white. It's as simple as that. Okay, and then what else? Just in case you have to work on something really quick, you are told, this window is too big, please change it. This window is too small, please make it big. Just go change your window. Like I said, you don't need to go about copying, pasting, it has changed. Everything will correspond with update itself. When you go to your front view, you see it's updating right there. Okay, so when you select this, if you want to print, select this folder. You want to print everything, just select this folder, publish. It will start updating. Okay, to start updating itself. And then when you say okay, you will see that everything, it will update from the front elevation to everything that concerns that window you changed. Okay, it's as simple as that. So let's work smart next time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.